Today, Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin was asked about his running back Le'Veon Bell and if he knew Bell had a groin injury before the AFC Championship game versus the Pats.
I am aware of that. He was doing a great job of managing it. It didn't cause him to miss any game time, any practice time, let alone game time. It was just something to manage. I think when you look at the journey that is the season, I think that, just about every guy down there is dealing with and managing something in an effort to stay on the grass. So I was aware of it, but it wasn't significant to the point where it affected planning or the anticipation of planning in any way. It's unfortunate that it became an issue in game, but it wasn't something that was on our radar from that perspective.
Le'Veon Bell said the flare-up Sunday caused him to have no burst, which is so important to his game, obviously. Didn't want to stay in the game because he felt he'd be holding his team back. And D'Angelo Williams did play well and Le'Veon instead. The NFL, though, may have some questions for the Pittsburgh Steelers here because Bell had been playing through an issue but wasn't showing up on official injury reports. And we just saw them come down hard on the Seattle Seahawks for such
I just don't get
behavior.
That. Why do I have to tell you? Why do I have to notify the league? Is it just for gamblers' information or fantasy football? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Because then if I know and you know and the American people know, the defense knows, and I'll target that. And don't tell me that they won't, because they will. If I know you got a dinged up knee, I'm going to take another shot on the knee. That's what defenses do, right? So I get it. It's league rule, and they probably are going to punish them. But Mike Tomlin answers everything perfectly. Yes, we're aware of it. He can't say, no, I didn't know anything about this, unless they're trying to cover it up from the league. But they're not trying to do that. Yeah, we knew about it. We played with it. He did a great job managing it. Nobody knew from watching him in the Chiefs game the week before that he had any issue. So if he was managing it, he did it, as they said, pretty well, and it flared up. So should you have listed him as probable because he played? Then I guess you could go that route. But is this a crime that the Steelers committed by covering this up? Should he have played? Yeah. And then you play until you can't go. And as you said, D'Angelo Williams played pretty well in his stead. So I think sometimes the league, Roger Goodell, makes mountains out of molehills. Deflategate. Now we're going to do that? What are you going to do, dock him a draft pick? I mean, it just seems utterly ridiculous that this guy went out and performed very well against the Chiefs, had that same injury, carried it over against the championship game against the Patriots, and could not do what he did the weeks before. I think this is one of those, not that big a deal.
All right, well, nothing has come of it yet for the Steelers, but based on what we have seen in the recent past,
history, yes.
Keep your antenna